You spent 3 months mastering LangChain, and now you think that experience gives you a head start with CrewAI. It doesn't. In fact, half of what you learned is quietly sabotaging your first crew right now, and you probably can't even see it happening. The first habit that wrecks people is chain thinking. In LangChain, you're trained to wire everything together explicitly. You define the sequence. You pipe the output of step 1 into step 2. You control every hop. So when developers move to CrewAI, they try to hard-code the collaboration between agents the same way. But CrewAI is built on delegation and autonomy. Agents are supposed to decide who does what based on their roles and goals. When you force a rigid chain on top of that, you strangle the very thing that makes crews powerful. You end up with a clumsy, over-scripted workflow that would have been simpler as a plain LangChain sequence in the first place. Second, there's the prompt obsession. LangChain devs live inside their prompt templates. You tune them, you version them, you agonize over every token. That instinct feels productive, but in CrewAI, the real leverage is in role, goal, and backstory. I've watched people spend hours perfecting a task description while leaving their agent's backstory as a single vague sentence. The result is an agent with no personality, no perspective, and no reason to behave differently from any other agent. Give your researcher a real identity, a real motivation, and a clear boundary, and you'll get better output than any amount of prompt microtuning delivers. The third trap is memory anxiety. In LangChain, you're used to bolting on conversation buffers, vector stores, and retrieval chains just to keep context alive across calls. So new CrewAI users immediately start engineering elaborate memory systems before they've even run a crew end-to-end. CrewAI already handles context passing between tasks. When task 2 runs, it can receive the output of task 1 automatically. Layering your old LangChain memory patterns on top creates duplication, confusion, and context that leaks in ways you never intended. Start with the built-in behavior, confirm what actually gets passed, then add memory only where you've proven a real gap. Fourth, and this one's expensive, is the tool everything mindset. LangChain rewards you for wrapping every capability as a tool and stuffing your agent full of them. In CrewAI, overloading a single agent with 10 tools makes it indecisive and wasteful. It burns tokens deliberating over which tool to use, and it often picks wrong. The better move is to split responsibilities across specialized agents, each with a tight, focused tool set. A search agent that only searches, a writer that only writes. Specialization isn't just cleaner architecture. It directly improves reasoning quality and cuts your API bill. Fifth is what I call verbose debugging denial. In LangChain, you get comfortable reading callback logs and tracing execution manually. New CrewAI users skip the built-in verbose mode and try to debug blind, then wonder why their crew stalls or loops forever. Turn verbose on from day 1. Watch how agents actually reason, where they hand off, and where they get stuck asking each other the same question. That visibility will teach you more about crew design in one afternoon than any tutorial. And the final habit is treating the manager as optional. Coming from linear chains, people forget that a hierarchical process needs a manager agent to coordinate. Without one, agents talk past each other, redo work, and produce contradictory results. Decide early whether your crew is sequential or hierarchical, and if it's hierarchical, give the manager clear authority. So here's the takeaway. LangChain taught you control. CrewAI demands trust. Loosen your grip, invest in roles, lean on the built-ins, and let your agents actually collaborate. Do that, and your first crew won't just work, it'll surprise you.